Hello viewers and subscribers, it's Up Thinking. Remember to like the video, to share the video, and if you haven't as yet subscribe. Today's topic is how to use moderation to beat addiction, greed and poverty. And to start out this video, remember, whatever you attain, you will have to find ways of maintaining. So the first thing I want to touch on is how to beat poverty. First, you have to have a job or a business, and whenever you get your salary from your job, save something out of it, whether you get paid fortnightly or monthly. Make sure you save something out of it to keep the wheel turning. And if you have a business, put yourself on a salary in that business that you can save some money also. Warren Buffett is a famous billionaire who I have a great admiration for, what I've known of him and his techniques that he has used to reach the level he's at now. He was born to a working class family, but he came up with strategies to uplift himself. I think he said, or I think I read what some videos that he started out selling newspapers until he employed other youngsters in the area to start helping him to sell those newspapers. Of course he paid them, but I mean he was the boss also, you know, and he that helped him to cover more route quicker and faster and to make more money. He find himself to be in the upper class. Warren Buffett, he find himself to be living, he find himself in the upper class, but he still live modestly, because from what the videos that I've watched, he still live in the same house, and I mean, he doesn't drive an expensive vehicle, but that is his style. If I was as rich as Warren Buffett, I'd probably have a Porsche or something like that. I wouldn't believe I would be taking out too much, because Warren Buffett is a person who he owns Dairy Queen, and that's a famous fast food joint in US, and it's very big. It has, I think it's in every state. I mean, or if not in every state, there's a Dairy Queen. There are multiple Dairy Queen in the state of Texas, which I know of, you know, and they are doing good. And he also has stocks, he has shares in companies. So, but that is his style and his way of life that he wants to live. He's comfortable with that quality of life. He's comfortable with the standard of life that he's living, and that man gets free food from McDonald's. And I mean, he has the same thing every day that he goes to McDonald's. I mean, you can go and read up on Warren Buffett and to know about his journey that he went through until now. Warren Buffett also help his family, but he just don't help them like that. They have to come to him with a comprehensive plan about what they want the money to do, or what kind of help they want. That is how he help people. And I don't believe in just giving people things like that, peeps. You can help someone, but it should be helping them to go further on or out of a situation or to get better in life. I don't believe in handouts. And that is what I admire about Warren Buffett as well. So in order to get out of poverty, you have to find some way to get some cash flowing into you. So whether it's a job or starting a business, you don't have to get a job that you specialize in that field. For example, if you go to college to be a mechanical engineer, you can get a job as an accountant until you reach that level. Because I've known of a person, he was a mechanical engineer and he went to England, and what he sold insurance in England in order to buy the tools and machines he need to start his business. And now he's a successful businessman. He owns a parts store that he sells vehicle parts, and he also owns several apartments. So he's into real estate, and he's into he's using his mechanical engineering experience to sell motor vehicle parts. Also, I know of a comedian. He came to America, but his ultimate goal was to become a comedian. And what he does what he did in the interim, he worked as a car salesman for 5 years. And during those 5 years, he mastered his craft. He formed a team, and then they start, after 5 years, he quit his job and went straight into being a comedian, booking his shows at various venues around the United States. And so far, he's been successful. I mean, so you have to have strategies in order to get to your goals. Another story is, there was an accountant who aspired to own his own firm. So what he did out of college, he went into he started working at a reputable accounting firm. And when all of his friends were going to party on the weekends, he did not. At least he said he party about like once per month, and that helped him to save the venture cash he need to start his own accounting firm. And it's after the 6 years when he was resigning, and they asked, "You are resigning, what are you going to do?" He said, "I'm going to start my own firm." And they said, "How?" And he said, "You see all those weekends when you were partying and I declined to party with you guys, I was saving my cash. I was saving my venture cash to start my own firm." And that was when they know of his plans. So not everyone will divulge their plans to you as they go along the way. These plans don't have a length of time, and according to the goals, different goals have different length of time, meaning different years. Some even takes decade to come true, because in my line of work I met someone, and he's the owner of one of the franchise of the U-Haul. And the U-Hauls in America, in the US of A, they rent various things from vehicle to trailers to hitch. And what he did, he said he worked at a service center. It's a Firestone service center. He worked there for 25 years. And during those 25 years, he bought stocks in companies, he bought shares in companies, and he saved. And during that time, he networked with people in the business, in the U-Haul business, to know the ins and outs and to gather information and knowledge that will aid him to run that business. After 25 years, he realized he have enough capital and enough knowledge to buy a franchise of that business, and he bought the franchise. So I mean, peeps, some of our goals may take a long while, but just have a strong determination and a strong conviction, and you have to believe. That's the key, most important thing. You have to believe that you will achieve your goal and it will come true. Next, I want to talk about addictions. Addictions can keep you from achieving your goals, peeps. You have to be wary of addictions. And some people have one addiction, some people have a few, and some people have many addictions. Addiction extends beyond the big four. The big four is alcohol, drinking, smoking, and drug use. Other forms of addiction I've noticed over the years are shopping. Some people are real shopaholics. They go out and shop and buy things they don't even wear, or buy things they don't even use, and then they have to give it away or throw it away. Or in the US, it is famous for people to keep yard sale, which they get rid of those things that they buy at a very cheap price. So for example, they will buy it for $20 and they just sell it back for $5. That means they are on the losing end. So some people are shopaholics, some people are addicted to foods, and it can be various type of foods. Some people is sweets, or some people is fast food. And remember that cartoon, peeps. That cartoon tell you that don't eat at Joe's. It has a meaning behind it. And in another video, I mentioned that cartoons teach you some things as well. That cartoon tell you, say, don't eat at Joe's, because if you eat at Joe's too often, it will make you broke. So try to prepare meals at home and try to dine out less. When you dine out, let it be a treat, and you can save some cash by doing that, and it will help you to achieve your goals. It's a sure way to achieve your goals, and you can achieve your goals at a faster rate also. The other way the other addictions that some people have is ordering things on the internet. Ordering things on the internet that you don't need will keep you back from achieving your goals also, because not only ordering stuff on the internet, you have to pay to ship it. And sometimes the things that you order, the shipment is more expensive than it. So please, peeps, I'm not saying that you should not order things on the internet, but be be wary. If you order things on the internet, let it be something that you need and something that you are going to use. Or if you are ordering on the internet, order in bundles. It's much cheaper that way than ordering one item at a time. If you order, like, say you plan your way out and order stuff once per month, so you will order multiple items. It's cheaper to ship that way. So the next thing I want to talk about, peeps, is how to deal with greed. And that's the last one on the topic here. Sometimes we feel like we are earning more money so we can spend more. It is not so, peeps. And the more we see, the more we want. That is not so also, peeps. If you live above your means, it can harm you, because you are gaining things that you cannot maintain, and you are acquiring a lot of stuff around you that you don't need, or you have no use for it. But greed can be extended to comfort, to luxury, and to one's morality. Because if a person see the need that they want to buy a jet, it's according to morality. Because you can travel on a regular plane with other passengers, but if you're that wealthy that you can afford it, I don't have a problem with it, peeps. But if you cannot afford it, there's a problem with it, because you will have to maintain that jet. Also, it extends to the house that you live in. It don't make any sense you have like a 5-bedroom house when you could have had a 2-bedroom house that you could comfortably maintain, instead of having a 5-bedroom that you don't need the rest of the room, and you still have to bend backwards or deprive yourself of other stuff to maintain. In having wealth also, peeps, you have to be careful you don't go over the top and start disrespecting people, start boasting with it, and start neglecting others around you. And also, you have to be careful your characteristics don't change from good to bad, or making foolish decisions. I don't have a problem if you see the opportunity or have opportunities of attaining luxury, or take vacays to exotic places. I don't see anything wrong with it, as long as you treat others in a good way and with respect. So there's a thin line there, peeps, between you having all this luxury and can afford to maintain it, and having the luxury and treating others in a disrespectful way. I don't have a problem with luxury, but as I said, peeps, I will just have things around me that makes me comfortable. I will upgrade according to evolution. That's it for today, peeps. Peace, love, and prosperity always.